Alright everyone, it is I, your Jester Valentine. Today we're going to be checking out, god damn it Vixen, already? There we go, now Vixen's stabilizing. But yeah, I don't know what was up with Vixen earlier, that's real weird. But yeah, today we are going to be checking out, a very old map that I hold very dear to me. This is Olympia. And basically what Olympia is it is an island, a really cool island map that is actually from the creator of Organism, Dr. Moreau. Yeah, it's for the same guy. However, it does not have any ties to Organism as far as I know. As far as I know, it's its own sort of little thing. There really isn't a story. It's just, a cool island world where you could go and hang out and, just chill. But it's got really just gorgeous visuals. And it's just absolutely just, where I begin. This map is a fucking legend. And you're about to see why here in a minute. Like, it really is, in my books, one of the greatest maps of all time. Yeah, it's really quite impressive. Now, originally, I was not gonna do Olympia. Originally, I was going to do, Smile Room. But unfortunately, yeah, lots of shit happened, and I, had no one to come with me. And plus, Sarah Dynamite is asleep, so I can't even do anything with them. Which reminds me, I really need to find a PC person who, could do stuff while, Sarah Dynamite is unavailable. So yeah, that kind of sucked. But yeah, Smile Room is just not a map I could do on my own. Like, I get lost very easily in those sorts of worlds, and yeah, oh boy, it's the same reason I do not like big horror maps. Is I get lost very easily, and I'm always the first one to die. Like that's a big issue. That's a big issue with them. And doing them alone is yeah. Not only is there no one else to die for me, but I also don't know where the fuck I'm going. That's I'm just gonna put it straight and just say it like that. So yeah, hopefully we could do that some other time. But yeah, for tonight we're gonna be doing this. But not like it matters anyway. This world's fucking awesome, and you're about to see why here. So, without further ado, let's actually get into this. Let's actually get our island adventure started here, pretty much. Because, oh boy, is there a lot to go over. And what? And sometimes my God Revenger does that. Like, let's see here. It's not gonna do it this time. But yeah, sometimes I'll just walk up to a mirror and I'll just be cross-eyed. It'll just be the fucking just funniest thing ever. There we go. So, aesthetically and graphically speaking, this map is a true legend. I mean, just look at all this. It might not have dynamic lighting. None of Dr. Moreau's worlds, as far as I know, do. But it does have... Wait a minute. Yeah, we're gonna have to explore this later, but yeah, as I said, what doesn't have in, dynamic lighting or light probes, it does have in just sheer beauty. I mean, just look at all this. This is just absolutely gorgeous, and especially for 2021 too. Like, back in 2021, this must have been, I wouldn't even know what to say if I was in 2021 VR chat and looking upon this in my, God Runner or, original red, white God Runner or whatever they used, back in those days. Like, I would just, like, my mouth would have just dropped to the fucking floor. And have just stayed there. Like, it would have just been a pure, what the fuck? Moment dialed up to 1,000 for me. But yeah, this map is just that beautiful. It is just so impressive, even to this day. I mean, it was even more insane back then, but now it definitely still holds up. And it is just I have to run out of words to describe this. It's really just you have to see it for yourself. That's all I'm gonna say. Really is just phenomenal. But starting out here, we have this little workshop area, which does include a pair of beds, which you can actually sit on, as well as a little mirror here, and also a work table and a boat that was dragged in for repairs. Now the table, which doubles as a dining and work table, you can actually sit at. There are actual chairs, and you can actually sit right at them. Um, and overall, this space just feels it feels very ornate and beautifully decorated, but it also feels utilitarian and purposeful. Like, it knows its purpose and knows what is supposed to happen inside of it, and, it gets right to the point of saying that. And that, I think, is just really, that combo of utilitarianism and beauty is just something I just really, really love here. Like, it is just so well done. Especially with this ancient Greek sort of aesthetic that they're going for. Really just incredible. And is just one of, it really sets up, the world. It really sets up how the world's supposed to look, what kind of world this is, and it just really sets up what you will be in for in the rest of the island, because holy shit, is the island just, it's really something. It really is. Oh, what's this little thing? Not really sure, but, whatever. Oh yeah, and apparently, I did not know about this last time, but apparently you can actually drive the boats. What the fuck? Come on. There we go. But yeah, you can actually pilot the boats, which I think this is just insane. Wait, does it have realistic, like, water ripple effects when you move the boat? Hang on. Oh, it does somewhat. That is really cool. What the? What the fuck? But yeah, that is just really... that's cool. Just insanely cool. And by the way, the boats are, of course, built in a typical ancient Greek style to, again, fit the world. Which I think is just really, very well done. And one of the things that I really love about this. And, is one of the things that is just so, just so incredible. It's how they managed to, do this ancient style and do it in a way that is just so incredible and so appealing like this. Like, this is just really, where I begin. And, it kind of looks like, Atlantis, or, one of those areas, too. And, that really just adds even more to it. Some, bricks, some, hay? Whatever those things are, I think those are coral? Cannonballs? Balls of steel. And of course, right here we have a door. Really big door, but a door. Which, by the way, just looking at this, you can really tell that this is a, pretty serious port here. Like, it wasn't, used to drop off little goods here. No, the port was in fact drilled slightly into the side of the mountain, or the side of this hill here, and they would open it up, presumably for when people were dropping off goods. Oh shit! Seems like some unfortunate accident happened here. Whoop. But yeah, under normal operating procedures, they would open it up if for dropping off goods, enabling trade with the ships, enabling trade with anyone who came in, that sort of thing. And again, really, really impressive textures, especially for a time. I mean, yeah, some of the classic Moreau warping is seen there, but that's just his style. That's just a result of how he unwraps things. It's just a natural part of his style. And even despite it, his worlds are still just incredible works of art. Like, just, where I even begin. Now, one thing I will note is that, this up here, what does that remind you of? The star, or rather... Or rather, the big, pointed, topper up here. What's that remind you slightly of? If you answered Epilogue Chapter 1's portal machine, you'd be correct. In fact, it's the exact same model. Well, not the exact same model, but it is close to the exact same model. And I do think that was meant to be like a callback to Olympia somewhat. But again, I don't think it's directly tied to the events of Olympia, is the thing. At least again, as far as I know, as far as I am concerned. Whoa, just to look at that. And those big, I think they're coral? Or they're like anemones? Or however the fuck you pronounce that word. What the? Really? What the fuck is this? They're always some kind of generators. But presumably are not. So I'm not really sure what they are, to be honest. Probably meant to represent some kind of gods or guardian spirits or creatures from their folklore. Which even the fact that he paid attention to like the folklore, or trying to create mock-up folklore for this world really speaks to the level of depth that Dr. Moreau goes to. Like when he creates worlds, he does not just throw shit to a wall and see if it sticks. No, he really thinks things out. He really makes things. He really thinks about the story, thinks about every single well, not every single, but almost every single aspect of the world. And those that he does not think out, those that he does not think out exactly, he makes you think that he does. And that's just, it really is a special kind of art to be able to do that. Like, it takes a special kind of talent, a special kind of artist, creator to really, get things that right, that detailed, that whatever, to the point where you could do that. And Dr. Moreau does this flawlessly. And oh yeah, that's right. It's that little spinny thing. And Vixen's having another freak out. I am so sorry. Oh, it has to do with whatever's going on my hard drive. What are you doing right now, Vixen? I really need a new computer. Oh my fucking god. But yeah, as you can see here, this is a really unique part of the world. Like it is a tree, yes, but it also has a little spinny thing in it, which I'm not really sure what that's all about. And they never really took full advantage of it, unfortunately. Which, yeah, that kind of sucks, but it's still really interesting nonetheless, and very well designed. Like this tree, I mean, yeah, there are some texture issues, but it's very well designed, and the lighting just further accentuates that. And right along the base here of the wall surrounding it, you can see these really beautiful symbols that appear to have been carved somewhat in relation to it. Like, really showing that this tree holds some kind of importance, some significance to the people of Olympia, and is really one of the important focal points of their main, their little island here. And the same really goes for this entryway. Like he really made it feel like, not like a normal entryway. No, he made it feel grand and glorious, like you were entering, you know, uh, an important area or a really big, a really, really just somewhat rich and wealthy island with tons of power, or you were entering somewhere important. Like this was the main entrance. And he even went to the extent of having these little guard statues here, to once again show off just how important this area was. And, like that is just really just like, world creators who actually, take time and effort to make their worlds or areas of the worlds feel important. That's definitely something that I really enjoy. Like those kinds of people, where I begin. Um, but yeah, just really, once again, just really, something I really need to see more of, because a lot of worlds are just, stock assets slapped together at best, or just, big gray boxes at worst. Like I was in one earlier named Cam's World. Uh, where do you begin? That place is just, it's not horrible. Not horrible at all by any stretch of the imagination. But it isn't that interesting. Like, they could have done it significantly better. They could have done it up like, this, and, made something that's actually interesting to look at. You know? And that is what they could have done. And they really should have fucking done. But alas, they, didn't. Um, but yeah, it's just, that's one of the worst examples. It's just a world just slapped together with a bunch of random assets and textures that didn't even have normal maps and looked just ugly as fuck. And, just really wasn't an appealing world. Like, it also had just a lot of inflation fetish art, which, yeah, I don't like that very much, but, uh, you know. And yeah, I have very interesting friends. Interesting would be the right word to describe some of them. But, let's see. I'm sorry, I just get mesmerized by the bioluminescent water shaders. I really wish they brought them back in Epilogue Chapter 2, or brought something that symbolized Olympia back in Chapter 2. But, he didn't, and, I think that kind of sucks, but... At least it did give a little bit of a nod to its existence in Chapter 1 of Epilogue. So I think there's that, we do have to say. Whoa. And I love how all these lights are based on crystals. No, it's not your typical fire. Well, some of it is your typical fire, but a lot of it is just based on crystal light, and to be honest, I think that is just insane. That's just, I don't know, but there's just something I love about, glowing crystals in in a map, or glowing crystals in anything at all, and sometimes even glowing mushrooms. Those are cool too. And I think the reason is because, you could do so much cool shit with them. Like, you could design lights that just look absolutely insane with them. And I think that's the main reason I like them. That and, potential for powers in a story or whatever. And glowing mushrooms just because, they just look cool. But yeah, that kind of shit's my jam. I just really love that. Oh yeah, we also have a little mirror. Wait, no, we have video player, which again uses a very old U. How did that happen? Okay, so there was a bit of a demo video there. But yeah, it does use a very old UI, so I wouldn't recommend using it, whatever you do. Um, you can also turn the music on and off, so yeah, this is a theater. This is basically meant to be a theater where announcements were made, where shows were held, where, all that jazz happened. And a very fine looking theater, that. For sure. And the way these buildings are designed, oh, really beautiful. One of, like it takes one thing to just make a city out of stock assets, but it's a whole other thing to make a city that looks iconic. Or in this case, a small town that looks iconic. And Dr. Moreau did this flawlessly. Like, this town, where I begin, looks beautiful. And hardly any asset reuse that actually happened here. And of course it was designed in, the Mediterranean Greek style, because again, that's what they were aiming for. But nonetheless, it is a really beautiful world, and it's a very beautiful design style, just really just well done, and just where to begin. Same with this little bar restaurant here. Again, just really well lit, very well decorated, and just looks like a place that, you could actually go to, or would actually like to go to. And it also has all the necessities. It has a, big open furnace here. It has, wait, I think it was just seeing things. It has drinks. It has, I believe these are sinks. It has everything. It has everything you actually need here. Wait. Ah, there's a mirror. And yes, it does actually have a mirror too, which is even cooler. But yeah, just a gorgeous cityscape. And it was really one of my big draws to this world back in the day when I first visited it, was just to fucking city. Just run around here for hours. just hanging out with my friends back then. Noid Gecko, Constantine, Dill Pickle, Hylia. I hope they're doing alright. Well, Noid Gecko and Hylia on the other hand, yeah, we don't talk about her right now. Then all the way up here is the throne room, which has a throne for the king and one for the queen. And, you know, you could really tell just how important this room is. I mean, it has shiny marble pillars. It has... Okay, apparently you could walk through them. Well, this is an older world. Not like I'm gonna, you know, dock points for that. Again, also same for the water. Wait, there's something back here? Shit. There we go. You know, it has but yeah, it also has very impressive lighting. Like, you know, everything is just lit. The thrones are elevated. Like, you could just tell this room was just very, very important. Like, you know, this would this would be where you know, receptions would be held, where you know, various things like that would happen. You know, where important shit would go down, basically. You know, important meetings and whatnot. And you know, it was just this sheer design was meant to represent this, and it does it very, very well. And you know, it's just really well designed. Moving down here, we also have a little lake here, which includes a few things. It includes these giant shells, which are meant to be, you know, little seating areas, you know, to overview the lake and be protected from sun or, you know, the rain if it's raining, which does tend to do quite a bit on these islands. Which, speaking of which, if there was any harsh storms, the port doors could be, you know, opened and let the townsfolk in as a shelter. I just realized that. And what the fuck? Okay, so there are a few design issues, but you know. It also has a giant crystal. Could never quite figure out how to activate it though. Does it have something to do with this? A little cultist shrine here? That's obviously used for some kind of ritual, I'm guessing. Like some kind of a sacrificial ritual or something. You know, the typical shit ancient societies did back then. But yeah, I could never figure out how to activate that. If there even is a way to activate it. Which, based on what I've seen, I don't think there is. As far as I know. And I imagine at one point they were gonna have a little water emitter. Just, you know, shooting water and then it just flowing down there. But I don't think that ever quite came to fruition, unfortunately. That's a little sad. Um, and then there's the main palace up there, the big palace, where the king queen would actually do their work, governing and various other shit. Very amazing design work has went into this. Like, you could just see all the big coral reefs surrounding it. You could see, the locked doors. Just everything about this place just screams just so much detail. Like, just so much work just went into all this, and just making all this just look incredible and amazing. And where I begin, it's really quite impressive when you think about it. What the? Well, it really is. Also, there's a plank! Walk your plank! Or to infinity and your mom! Oh, and we actually died! Fish actually killed us. But yeah, there is an execution center there. Bet the majority of the palace is underground, though. Just because, yeah, this looks impressive, but not all of it would be, above ground if it was this small. Especially because, again, this world, or rather this island, just isn't big enough, to, house all that above ground, so yeah. And just look at that beautiful waterfall. Just really impressive. Oh, there's a little, mushroom hut. Which, yes, you can actually, climb up into them, using the, mushrooms. And this one you need to fly again. Even then it's really fucking hard. There we go. And those definitely remind me of certain visuals from Organism. Like the Portal Machine again and, other shit. Which I really hope that Dr. Moreau does get back to making worlds. I mean, the situation right now with his country and the fact that he's, being, he might be, off doing some things for them, um, is really not that great, but hopefully he can eventually get back to working on worlds again. Oh yeah, the fun thing up here. Because yeah, I just love his worlds. Like, Dr. Moreau, anything is just impressive and just beautiful, beautiful world. Yeehaw! And yes, these birds are fully animated. Like you could actually ride them, and they will fly back and forth over the island. You know, it really is just quite impressive, just the level of design that went into this. And you might be wondering, what's that up there? That little temple? We'll get to that towards the end of the stream. Those look like like a captured jellyfish almost. There's a little right up here too. Not really to report home about this, except that there's multiple bird cages and you can sit on the boxes. And there's also more up here. So I'm guessing this is kind of a guard tower, kind of like an area where you know, specialized military crews would go and you know, wait for any trouble. And if there was trouble, they would go back and alert everyone in Olympia itself and alert everyone to get ready, because though small, this island was far from defenseless as far as I could tell. Very far from defenseless. Even. So, what the? There was a hidden area, but I don't know where it is. Hang on. There it is. Alright. But I do want to talk about just, like, how well designed all this is. Like, just really, really beautiful, little, giant coral reef here. Would dread to know what happened if that thing came down. And once again, we have the bioluminescent water. We have all that shit. Just really fucking well done on their part. And the cave is even detailed too, like, you know. Yeah, so just really a detailed space. Just really well done. Really, real well done. Not sure what those are used for. I'll figure it out some other time. Oh, that's not a ladder. Oh well. why is Vixen struggling with this world so much? Why is struggling tonight, Vixen? And with this world in particular, Vixen is struggling. What's going on? What's got into you, Vix? But I think it's time to explore the in-game corridors. Because yeah, this world gets really fucking crazy. We get out onto this beautiful walkway high above everything else. All the statues seeming to look right upon you, their gaze fixed on you. You know, you can just tell that this area has just some huge level of importance. And also, there's that glitch that very much confirms my suspicions that said glitch is a result of the Unity Havoc physics engine just not being prepared to handle this kinds of distances, and not a result of the aircraft physics as I originally say in test pilots. Um, there's also a gigantic glowing manta ray up there. Huge fucking thing. But, let's draw close to it. You wake up. Right back in your little Russian apartment. Wait a minute. I just realized, but his PC looks kind of like mine. Not only that, oh, whatever that is. I don't know. But yeah, um, this is a very real replica of his apartments. Really well designed if you ask me. But yeah. These are also photos of everything that, inspired this, like all his sources he got this from. And there's also that might be copyright, which probably shouldn't play it. There's a little sketch of his worlds. Yeah, he sketches out each of his ideas and then actually renders it. Really, really cool to see the creative process in so much detail like this, to be honest. But yeah, this just There we go. Where I began, this world just... Does it still hold up? Yes. Abso-fucking-lutely. It's really, really good looking, really just fucking amazing, and where it began. This world's amazing. This world's awesome. You should definitely. That that was not supposed to happen. But yeah, if let's start off with the metrics. Aesthetic wise. Do I even need to say anything? I just let the world speak for itself here. Absolutely jaw-droppingly gorgeous. Everything, just has a purpose. The lore is just so thought out to the point where, he even modeled, particular guardians or whatever, or really thought of everything this world needed, and really thought of everything that an ancient island civilization would need, or would want, or would have. They just did that so fucking well. Just really incredible the way they done it. And also was mauled out, and just the stone looks just incredible, the water looks incredible. Everything just looks insane. Um Optimization, Vixen's had weird hiccups with this world. I don't know what all that's about. So, wouldn't say it's the most optimized world in existence, especially with my PC's struggling a bit with it. But it is at least still a good-looking world, if nothing else. And level design wise, very well thought out. It's just a very this is how you do level design. Not, just slamming it all together and building big gigantic rooms. No. This is how you do a well thought out level design. And it's just really just all well thought out, all well laid out, just everything is just very well done. I mean, yeah, it's a little dated. The the momentum is certainly, and by momentum I mean physics momentum wasn't really a thing at the time in VRChat worlds yet, so they didn't really have that, and a lot of Palm Plaza Mall maps also suffer from the same momentum issues. Um, uh, so yeah, it's um, just really, yeah, for its time, it was really impressive, and even nowadays, it's still really impressive. So what will I give this world? 9.7 out of 10. That's what I'm giving it. Really beautiful world. Not the most optimized. My PC does have some trouble streaming it. For whatever reason. I'm not quite sure why that is. But yeah, if you want to go to a world where you just want to enjoy scenes, talk with some friends, that sort of thing, then you know, maybe stop by. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the stream. What will I be doing? Well, tomorrow. Tomorrow I might do another um but yeah, uh really so yeah, what I'll be doing tomorrow. Tomorrow I might stream again tomorrow. Um Probably a more reasonable time, and probably will stream something like either more games with friends, or maybe Smile Room if everyone is, wanting to actually do that. Um, I think a lot of people are just so sick of Smile Room now that, they just don't wanna, but don't care. I'm bringing them along no matter what. Even if I have to beg them to come. I am coming. I didn't mean it like that. But I am going to get them to come. Not I am coming. God. You get what I mean. Um but yeah. I'll get them to come no matter what. God. That's not wrong. Um but yeah. Hey Crimson. How you doing? Uh But yeah, tomorrow, I'll either do Smile Room or, something else. Um, and oh yeah, and I know I have basically beaten this dead horse, or I know that I've kinda, beaten this to the point where it's a dead horse now. But yeah, um, Sarah, Sarah's Sarah's big, Halloween collab is happening on October 30th. Um, and yeah, I will be wearing my Stormtrooper outfit, and you know, uh, it'll be quite awesome. You really need to be there. And what on earth is up with my GPU? Why is my P? Oh, it's doing check disk right now. That's why it's so fucked up. Well, in that case, I can't stop stream until check disk finishes. Well, Oh, now it's beginning check disk officially. Why do you have to do this, Vixen? Why do you have to check your disk? Every single time, at the exact same time. Why you do this, Vixen? Why you torture me like this? I swear, there is something seriously wrong with my hard drive, with how it just randomly will just check the disk at no apparent, with no apparent, prior confirmation or anything. It'll just force me to, extend streams or whatever, just because of it. But yeah, I'm getting mighty sick of this. But yeah, um, as I said, uh, yeah, Sarah's big, Halloween collab is happening on the 30th. Be there. Uh, I'll definitely be there if my PC even holds by then. To be honest, I have questions about my PC and its ability to even fucking survive until then. Just because, like, as you see now, Microsoft compatibility telemetry is just running check disk without any confirmation, like, any consent from me whatsoever. And I don't mean like, check disk. I mean, is running the, yeah, I really hope to. But yeah, to give you an idea of what it is, it's this command right here. Yeah, that is what is running. And it runs it for no reason at all at the exact same time every night. And it forces me to extend stream because I cannot touch anything or stop anything during that time or it will get fucked up and I'll have to restart my PC. Yeah. Yeah, and it runs it without consent. Like I don't even type check disk, it just runs it on its own for no reason. Please finish checking my disk so I could go to bed. Please. Please, Vixen, just finish checking your disk. Just finish checking your disk, please, Vixens, just so I could go to bed at a decent fucking hour. Well, around the same time. It's not exactly the same time. Hurry up, Vixen! There we go. Oh no, now it's doing it again. What is it checking for? Is the big question. Why are you actually checking for Vixen? Like, seriously, disc scans every night. Yeah, this is quite the scuff stream, I'm not gonna lie. But it was techno scuff I just couldn't avoid because I cannot turn off stream during check disk. I cannot exit OBS during check disk. I just have to wait it out. I just have to just hunker down and just wait it out. You know, like that is what I have to do. Just buckle down and wait it out. All right, finally, check disk is over. Finally, I could go bed. All right. But yeah, I gotta get going. You pretty much know the drill. I can't stay here forever. I finally get to go to bed at a decent hour. So yeah, thank you all for watching this Marvel stream here. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day, night, week, whatever, and I will see you all tomorrow for whatever happens then. So yeah, good night, everyone. Stay classy, everyone, and good night. And I'll see you all tomorrow for whatever happens, by then. So yeah, see you there, everyone. Sorry for all the scuff. My PC's weird. What more can I say? But yeah, see you there, everyone.